Imagine a story with a man who challenges destiny, questions the nature of good and evil, and turns the journey of cultivation into a war against the very heavens. Introducing Reverend Insanity. I was wrong. I thought that this Fang Yuan was a heartless person, or was filled with hatred and rage. That was the reason for his evil actions. But the truth is, he has abundant emotions. He does not lack anything. Even though he pursues strength, he is not obsessed with it. What drives him to do this is his goal. This goal is deeply ingrained in his heart. Not only 3 lifetimes, even after 100 lifetimes, it cannot be eradicated. This person cannot be reformed. Only eternal life, this majestic and unattainable target, could make the journey of his life become more interesting. This was the meaning he gave to this life. Pursuing eternal life did not mean he was afraid of death or afraid of failure. Calmly accepted death and failure. Whether eternal life existed or not, there was no evidence to prove it. But even if it did not exist, so what? Fang Yuan enjoyed the process. In the process of pursuing eternal life, he found his meaning and felt that this life was quite interesting. The lowly lust and desires of his body, satisfaction of love and hatred, he was already tired of them. Only eternal life was worthy of being his target to pursue. To speak plainly, after reading countless philosophical texts, one truth stands out. Fang Yuan is the most coherent, the most truthful figure I've encountered. He does not act for revenge, nor for others. He moves for himself alone. If righteousness benefits him, he becomes a saint. If evil furthers his path, he embraces it without hesitation. He is not bound by morality, not shackled by sentiment. Every step he takes reflects one thing: his will. In a world that obsesses over good and evil, he discards both. He walks the path of benefit. There is no sin in living for oneself. To do so is the purest form of freedom. And in that pursuit, unshaken, unyielding, he shows us the true meaning of immortality.
The balance of the world changed when Fang Yuan transmigrated.
Never before or after that had anyone ever interested me before him. He was not my strongest enemy, but he was the most terrifying.
You said Fang Yuan.
Yes, the child born to the Yu clan. With the spring-autumn cicada. A kid. The amount of wanted posters on his head exceeds the triple digits.
My name is Fang Yuan. I'm the otherworldly demon. The transmigrator who went back in time. Oh no, it'll be fine. I mean, really. You're kind of weak.
He really is a demon. As a living organism, his ambition and perseverance is on another level.
Fang Yuan. Don't you get it? Eternal life does not exist.
Fang Yuan needs to be dealt with But he is not an ordinary demonic path-goo immortal. His identity is very complex. He not only is an otherworldly demon, he also has spring-autumn cicada and has returned from the future. He destroyed 88 True Yang building and has giant son's true inheritance. He also inherited spectral soul true inheritance and became the leader of Shadow Sect, as well as the funding of Lang Ya Blessed Land. Even with Central Continent Heavenly Court's pursuit, he still remains scot-free. He continued to harm the world while getting stronger at a rapid rate, far beyond logic. To speak the truth, he has the demeanor of a demon venerable in his youth.
The sun rises and the moon falls. The moon rises and the sun falls. Look at a human's life and death, no matter who they are. Be they an immortal venerable or a demon venerable, they will die. Everything is fate.
For her, I crossed the river of time hundreds of thousands of times, but I failed to change her sealed destiny. Each time, I watched her perish in my hands. Never gave up and continued my desperate attempts. In the final attempt, I killed her with my own hands. Sighs deeply, but I
I swore that I would liberate the beings of this world from the chains of eternal fate. I will achieve it, even if it takes 1,000,000 years.
He is here. He is the one. The savage will shook its head in disapproval. Look at yourself. Your face is like a woman's. Your arms and legs are so thin. How can your skin be so white and smooth? Between his exchange of heaven-shattering blows with Duke Long, Fang Yuan replied indifferently to the Venerable's will. You talk too much. forever been the Tao-seeking crazed demon, looking up towards life, death, and the universe. Through 1,000,000 years of planning and accumulation, on this day, Limitless achieves true eternal life. In my youth, I knew the hardships of the world, yet I still aspire to soar above the clouds. A journey of cold winds and uncertainty, a lone traveler experiencing a life of ups and downs, a heart of steel forged from countless setbacks, a lifetime of effort to forge one sword. Today, my sword aims beyond the clouds, refined goo, refined human, refined heaven.
In the history of the goo world, two figures stand above all others. Yuan walked the path of endless calculation, turning even his own humanity into a weapon. The other stepped beyond paths entirely, leaving not even footprints behind. Fang Yuan looked up at heavens and saw only another footstep to step on.
Humans only live for 100 years. It is as unreal as a dream that ends in an instant. What is the point of a person living in this world? No more than just being on a journey and witnessing interesting things.
In the history of the 10 Venerables, primordial origin immortal venerable was noble and grand. Limitless demon venerable was a crazed Tao pursuer, while thieving heaven demon venerable was obsessed. But no matter what, each of these venerables had their own pride and arrogance in some way. But heaven-refining demon venerable Fang Yuan? I've never seen a venerable with such a nature. He simply does not know the limits of the word shameless. He does not care about his face. He distorts truth and lies, even lying with a calm expression and deceiving with a righteous tone.
As Fang Yuan began the refinement process, the goo world started to collapse in on itself. All remaining heavens were slowly pulled closer to the heaven-refining demon venerable, carefully being added into the vortex of land. Years passed instantly, and now Fang Yuan through all 10 bodies of the Venerables, their Tao marks all being mixed together. Any mortal or immortal had all been sacrificed to increase the number of Tao marks, leaving an empty world. Finally, as everything began to fade into obscurity, and as chaos fire began to spread wildly, a single goo was formed. Eternity Goo.